get COVID-19 and I have to pay myself.
Well, which is why I say it is a ridiculous change in policy, right? What is the rationale for it? I don't understand. Why are Singaporeans now penalized after following all the government's instructions for the first 3 years?
Because Singaporeans voted for such a government.
Or does it mean that after the vaccination, after taking all the vaccinations, there is a realization now that actually more people are going to fall ill because of COVID, and the government can no longer afford to fund their treatment?
Okay, Han Hui Hui.
No, first thing, people who take the COVID vaccines, when they get down with COVID, they actually got more serious illnesses. And there are a lot of mothers, because I went through the past 5 years of pregnancy, there are a lot of mothers who lost their baby because they took the vaccines. Okay, so like they pump, their heart pump faster, then they just lose the baby, especially in the first 3 months. That's why the first 3 months, how many people who take the vaccine got miscarriages? Yeah, these are not published statistics. But when we talk to people, right, you know that the number of babies actually decreased. So the number of babies decreased because there are more people taking the vaccines. Because it happened that these mothers are mothers who took the vaccine, not mothers who didn't took the vaccine. Then there's another thing is that during the COVID period, when the government say that people have 5 days MC or 3 days MC or long period of staying at home hospitalization leave, if they are going to be down with cough or flu or COVID-like symptoms, people stop going to the doctors because they need to work. There was a period of time that the government actually published by themselves on mainstream media saying that people are no longer falling ill. They just get down with COVID. Is that true? So now they are trying to say that if you take the COVID vaccine, you suffer from COVID vaccine injuries, you have to pay by yourself. And if you take the vaccine and you suffer from COVID, you have to pay again by yourself. So why do you still take the vaccine in the first place? And just because people are not taking the vaccines, the Singapore government is now saying that I'm the leader of the unvaccinated, asking people not to take the vaccine. Hello, people are not taking the vaccine because they realize it is no longer effective, not because of me. Do you think I'm so powerful? And the AGC go to court saying that I have a very prominent social media account. What do you mean by prominent? You should go and look at the mainstream media distributing their numbers and inflating their circulation numbers. That's more prominent. Imagine the kind of effect that they have on our ecosystem by burning away all the newspaper instead of giving it to pet owners. Why did the SPH do this kind of thing? And why is the AGC not charging the SPH? Imagine those people who pump their money into SPH shares and then lost the money after that. How do you compensate these kind of shareholders? And yet, the AGC is not charging these people, not charging the 6 corrupted Keppel cases as well, and they are going after me because they think that I'm the leader of the unvaccinated. No, you shouldn't be thinking this way. You mean nobody trusts the law minister? You mean people don't listen to the law minister? Don't you have faith in your own law minister? Leave your comments down below.
Han Hui Hui, you may be more powerful than you have so modestly described yourself. You keep calling yourself as the leader of the unvaccinated.
No, it's the AGC keep calling me that.
Okay, whatever.
You need to tell the AGC stop calling me that.
Okay. So you are not the leader of the unvaccinated, okay?
Okay, dear AGC,
but
I'm not the leader of the unvaccinated.
Do you know, every day the Ministry of Health website publishes a statistic called the up-to-date, vaccination. Okay, that means those people who have already done the requirement in order to be determined up to date. Okay, he has been dropping, right? And as of yesterday, he has dropped to 47% only. That means only 47% of the eligible population, right, is up to date on their vaccination. So I don't need to say anything more. I think you are truly the leader of the unvaccinated. And Han Hui Hui, you are 30 years old. You have 3 children in 4 years. Were you trying to tell us that you managed to have 3 children in 4 years at age 30 because you're unvaccinated?
And therefore, unvaccinated people are probably more fertile.
Okay. Your husband here or not? Can I just confirm? Mr. Tan, where are you? Oh, as usual, Mr. Tan ran away with the other 2 children. Okay, never mind. Tian, 3 days ago, okay, in Parliament as usual, right? So one MP asked, hey, can you give us the statistics about elderly Singaporean, how much they're earning, right? So it came out, and this is shocking. Listen to this. Nearly 7 out of 10 working Singaporeans aged 65 and above earn less than $2,500.
you know something? I have always said this, and I credit Zihian for uncovering this. And PV has been at the forefront. Singaporeans, listen to this again. 35% of our working population, are either unemployed or take home less than $2,400 a month. 35%. But yet we are the most expensive country in the world. My friends, 2,400 is not a world-class wage, all right? Especially in the most expensive country in the world. You know, I am seeing Singaporeans think that the government is doing a wonderful job. No, the government cannot be doing a good job when your salaries are so, unconnected to the cost of living. And I think Singaporeans ought to start asking themselves, why is my job paying me so little, but yet I am living in the most expensive country in the world? Why is the government not controlling the cost of living? Why is the government not controlling prices? Look at housing. They talk about, Lee Hsien Loong made a Facebook post that day and said, we are confident of stemming the huge increase in HDB prices. But why did they allow that to even happen in the first place? Why? It's because, my friends, for the last 40, 45 years, the PAP has been talking about free market. Free market this, free market that. Sorry, we can't control because this is a free market. As I've always said, that is total nonsense. There is no such thing as a free market without government regulation. These are things the government can control, but refuses to control. But yet, at the same time, Singaporean wages have not increased significantly, substantially, but actually have stagnated and even gone backwards.
Han Hui Hui, because you did not participate in the vaccination lottery, you missed out on a lot of money. Do you know that 3 persons got $225,000 each under the vaccination injury assistance program? Right? You didn't participate in lottery, you don't have. Do you know that 1,168 serious adverse effects after vaccination? And of course, a total of 17,741 adverse events were reported on COVID-19. So you didn't participate in a lottery, 1 cent also don't have. Do you regret?
There are a lot of people who get vaccine injuries and they are not compensated. 就是讲说，很多人打了这个疫苗，最后呢，他们有病，可是政府根本没有赔钱。然后不要紧，现在新加坡政府讲说，如果你打了疫苗，你还是中这个病毒的话，你要自己付钱。If you take the vaccination and then you get the virus, you get COVID after that, you have to pay your own money. 这样子，你为什么还要打疫苗 ？Why should you still take the vaccine？ 然后不要紧，新加坡的政府跟你讲说，你得病是因为你已经有病了了。When you get some kind of illness, the government say you already have underlying condition. So what is the government trying to do? To remove all the blame? 所以政府是不是在推卸责任？政府如果这样子做是对还是错 ？Never mind. And the government say that, well, at least we are a government with national insurance scheme to protect the healthcare of Singaporeans. And that if you are ever hospitalized, you've got MediSave, you've got MediFund.